What if a crow you annoyed 5 years ago could still recognize your face today, pick you out from a crowd, and even warn other crows about you without you ever realizing it? It sounds like something from a mystery novel, but it is a very real ability that has left scientists stunned for years. Most people think of crows as clever birds that steal shiny objects or make loud calls from treetops. Yet hidden behind those dark feathers is one of the most remarkable memories in the animal kingdom. A memory so powerful that a single encounter with a human can be remembered for years, sometimes even longer. Imagine walking through your neighborhood on a quiet morning. Everything seems normal. The trees sway gently in the breeze. Birds sing in the distance, but high above, perched on a branch, a crow watches you. Not because you happen to be nearby, but because it knows exactly who you are. The strange truth is that crows do not simply recognize people as generic humans. They can identify individual faces. They can remember specific experiences linked to those faces. And perhaps most surprising of all, they can share that information with other crows. Scientists first began uncovering this mystery through a series of fascinating experiments. In one famous study, researchers wore realistic masks while capturing and briefly handling wild crows. The experience was harmless, but understandably unpleasant for the birds. Later, researchers returned to the same area wearing those same masks. Something remarkable happened. The crows immediately reacted. They scolded the masked individuals with loud warning calls. They swooped overhead. They gathered in groups. It was clear the birds recognized the face associated with a negative experience. But the real surprise came later. Years passed. The researchers continued walking through the area wearing the masks. The crows still remembered. Even birds that had never been captured themselves began reacting to the masks. Somehow the information had spread through the local crow community. Think about that for a moment. A crow encounters a human it considers dangerous. It remembers the face. Then it communicates that knowledge to other crows, creating a kind of feathered neighborhood watch system. This ability depends on a brain that is far more advanced than many people realize. Crows belong to a family of birds called corvids, which includes ravens, magpies, and jays. These birds consistently rank among the most intelligent animals on Earth. While crow brains are much smaller than human brains, size can be deceiving. Their brains contain densely packed neurons that allow them to process information with extraordinary efficiency. In some problem-solving tasks, crows perform at levels comparable to great apes. Researchers have observed crows making tools, solving puzzles, planning ahead, and adapting to new situations with impressive flexibility. Their facial recognition skills appear to be another expression of this remarkable intelligence. But why would crows evolve such a powerful memory for faces in the first place? The answer lies in survival. For a crow, remembering dangerous individuals can mean the difference between life and death. Predators, hunters, and other threats often appear repeatedly in the environment. A bird that can identify specific dangers gains a significant advantage. Instead of treating every human the same way, crows can build a detailed mental record of their experiences. A person who regularly feeds birds may be viewed positively. Someone who chases crows away may be viewed negatively. The bird remembers the difference. Over time, these memories become surprisingly durable. Some studies suggest crows can retain recognition of threatening faces for many years. Unlike a fleeting memory that fades after a few weeks, these impressions can become deeply embedded. What makes this even more fascinating is that crows appear to learn socially. Picture a young crow observing older members of its group. An adult spots a familiar face and begins sounding alarm calls. The younger bird pays attention. It watches the reaction. It learns that this particular person should be treated cautiously. In this way, knowledge can pass from one bird to another without direct experience. It is almost like a cultural tradition. Scientists sometimes describe crow societies as highly complex social networks. Individuals recognize one another. They form relationships. They cooperate in certain situations. They share information about food sources and potential threats. Their world is far more connected than most people imagine. There are stories from homeowners who noticed crows behaving differently depending on how they were treated. People who regularly left food outside often found crows becoming comfortable around them. In some cases, the birds even appeared to wait for their daily visitor. Others reported the opposite experience. After disturbing a nest or frightening a crow, they noticed increased scolding calls whenever they entered the area. While anecdotal stories should always be viewed carefully, many align remarkably well with what scientists have discovered. The idea that a bird might remember your face for years feels almost unsettling. Humans are used to being the observers of nature. We watch animals, we study them, we identify them. But with crows, the relationship sometimes feels reversed. They are watching us too. Researchers have observed crows staring intently at people, tracking movements, and evaluating behavior. Their sharp eyes miss very little. A crow perched high in a tree may appear relaxed, but it is constantly gathering information. And unlike many animals that react mainly to immediate circumstances, crows seem capable of connecting present observations with memories from the past. That means a face seen today may still matter years from now. If you enjoy uncovering astonishing secrets like these, be sure to subscribe to Backyard Bird Mysteries and join us as we explore the hidden lives of the birds living all around us. One particularly fascinating aspect of crow memory involves emotion. Studies suggest that emotionally significant experiences tend to create stronger memories. This pattern is familiar in humans as well. We often remember moments associated with fear, excitement, or surprise more vividly than ordinary events. Crows appear to operate in a similar way. A routine encounter with a passerby may not leave a lasting impression, but a dramatic or threatening experience can become unforgettable. The bird's brain effectively tags the memory as important. This emotional component may help explain why some facial memories remain intact for so long. There is also evidence that crows think ahead and anticipate future events. In experiments, they have demonstrated the ability to save tools for later use and solve challenges that require planning. Such skills suggest a sophisticated level of cognition that supports long-term memory and decision-making. The more scientists learn about crows, the more questions emerge. How detailed are their memories? Do they remember specific events associated with particular people? Can they distinguish subtle facial differences among hundreds of individuals? Research continues to explore these mysteries, but each new discovery seems to reveal another layer of complexity. Perhaps the most remarkable lesson is that intelligence in nature often appears where we least expect it. Many people walk past crows every day without giving them a second thought. They see an ordinary black bird perched on a telephone wire or hopping across a lawn. Yet inside that small feathered body exists a mind capable of recognition, learning, communication, and memory on a level once thought impossible for birds. The next time you notice a crow watching from a nearby tree, consider the possibility that it is doing more than simply looking around. It may be observing, evaluating, remembering. Somewhere in its mind, it could be storing details about the people who pass beneath its perch. Faces, actions, patterns, and experiences woven together into a lasting memory. And if that crow has seen you before, there is a chance it already knows exactly who you are. The world of backyard birds is filled with hidden wonders, but few are as astonishing as a creature that can remember a human face across the span of years and share that knowledge with an entire community. So, the next time a crow locks eyes with you from above, remember that you may not just be looking at a bird. You may be looking at a witness with a memory far longer than anyone once believed. And what crows remember about human faces is only the beginning of the secrets hidden inside their extraordinary minds.